Greetings, friends. Prepare for another thrilling journey as we delve into Reddit's most bizarre tales. We're plunging deep into the quirkiest corners of the web. Grab your popcorn and join us on this adventure. Remember to hit subscribe and like. Let's begin. The evening was cold and gloomy when Alex first felt that something was wrong in his life. He was sitting on the couch in the living room, staring at the faintly flickering TV screen, but the movie's plot had long since ceased to interest him. All his thoughts were about Lisa, his wife, with whom he had spent almost 10 years. They were happy, made plans for the future, dreamed of children and travels, and it seemed that nothing could overshadow their life together. But these suspicions, like dark shadows, began to fill his mind, poisoning every moment of their shared happiness. Alex had never been a jealous person. He knew that trust was the foundation of any relationship, and he was proud that he and Lisa had that. But in the last few weeks, he had been haunted by strange jokes and hints from his best friend, Max, and his fiancée, Vicky. They started with innocent teasing about how Lisa used to drink a lot at parties, but over time, their jokes became more explicit, pushing Alex toward troubling thoughts. It all began 2 years ago when they all went on vacation at a country house. At that time, Alex didn't pay much attention to the strange conversations he overheard, but now every one of them echoed in his head like malicious laughter. Max had been his friend since childhood. They had been through a lot together, and Alex would never have thought that Max was capable of betrayal. But now, everything had changed. Alex paced around the apartment, not knowing what to do. A voice in his head urged him to talk to Lisa immediately, but at the same time, another part of him advised him to stay silent. What if it's all untrue? What if you're just imagining things? The inner voice whispered, but Alex couldn't shake the feeling that it had all really happened. He couldn't focus on work or household chores. His thoughts kept returning to the same thing. Lisa, Max, that night at the country house. Had he been so blind back then? Why hadn't he noticed anything suspicious? Or had he simply not wanted to notice? Alex recalled every moment of those days, trying to find any clues to what might have happened behind his back. Lisa had always been by his side, but now he couldn't shake the feeling that she was hiding something important, and that something was tearing him apart inside. Alex remembered the evening when Lisa first told him that she had never been with another man before. He had been so proud of that, feeling special. To him, it symbolized the unique connection they had, that she had chosen him and no one else. He felt it made their relationship even stronger, and it was one of the reasons he had been so confident about their future. But now, knowing that Max and Vicky might have pushed Lisa to do something so horrible, it all seemed like a lie. Alex couldn't believe that Lisa, his Lisa, could have succumbed to persuasion and betrayed him. It seemed unthinkable, but the facts were too convincing. One evening, when Alex could no longer hide his feelings, he decided to talk to Lisa. They were sitting in the kitchen, and Alex, gathering all his willpower, began the conversation. "Lisa," he started, trying to mask the tremor in his voice, "I need to ask you something." She looked at him with concern, expecting something serious. "What's wrong, Alex? You look worried." I just..." He hesitated, struggling to find the right words. "Tell me the truth. Have you ever cheated on me?" Lisa recoiled at his words, her face contorting with pain and confusion. "How can you ask me that?" she whispered, and in her voice, Alex heard notes of fear and hurt. "Of course not. Why would you suddenly ask?" Alex knew this moment could destroy everything, but he couldn't live in doubt any longer. Max and Vicky, they keep joking, hinting. I couldn't ignore it anymore. I had to ask. Lisa looked at him angrily. "They joked? That's just disgusting. How could you believe that? I love you, Alex. You mean everything to me, and I would never betray you." Alex felt tears welling up in his eyes. He was ready to believe her, but still, something inside gnawed at him like a sinister worm of doubt. A few days after that conversation, tension lingered. Alex tried to convince himself that Lisa was telling the truth, but his mind continued searching for answers. He decided to confront Max and find out everything directly. They met at a local bar where they usually spent evenings over a pint of beer, talking about life. But this time, the conversation was different. Alex began, looking his friend straight in the eye. You need to tell me the truth. What happened that night 2 years ago? Max looked surprised but quickly composed himself. What are you talking about, buddy? He asked, trying not to reveal his emotions. You know what I'm talking about. You and Vicky kept joking that Lisa cheated on me. I want to know the truth. Max sighed and looked away, clearly avoiding direct eye contact. Alex, I didn't want things to turn out like this, he said quietly. It was just a stupid joke. I never thought you'd take it seriously. Alex clenched his fists, feeling the rage boiling inside him. A joke? You call that a joke? You knew this could destroy my relationship with Lisa, but you kept going. Why? Max shook his head. It was wrong, I admit it. Vicky and I were just messing around, not thinking about the consequences. I'm sorry if I hurt you, but believe me, nothing we said was true. Alex felt the tension ease slightly, but the doubts still lingered. After the conversation with Max, Alex felt some relief, but he couldn't completely shake off his suspicions. He decided to conduct a little investigation to find out the truth. Alex started going through old photos, messages, phone records, anything that might give him some clue about those events. He spent sleepless nights sifting through all the available information. Alex found old messages between Lisa and her friends where she talked about those days at the country house. He found nothing compromising, but this didn't calm him down. On the contrary, his anxiety only grew. He felt that the truth was close, but he just couldn't find it. One evening, when Alex had almost lost hope, Lisa approached him herself. Alex, she began, sitting down next to him on the couch, I see you can't calm down after our conversation. I want you to know, I never betrayed you. He looked at her with relief, but the feeling of uncertainty still lingered. Lisa, I want to believe you, but what if Max was telling the truth? Lisa took his hand, looking him straight in the eye. Max couldn't have done that. Yes, they joked, but it was harmless. I never gave in to such provocations. I love you, and only you. Alex felt the heavy burden lift from his soul. He realized he had to trust Lisa, or their marriage simply wouldn't survive. But the question of why Max and Vicky started those jokes in the first place remained unanswered. A few months passed, and Alex gradually began to let go of his fears and doubts. His relationship with Lisa grew stronger, and they started spending more time together, enjoying every moment. They traveled, met with friends, and made plans for the future. But once, when Alex and Lisa had almost forgotten about those days, Vicky unexpectedly called them. She wanted to meet to discuss something important. Alex agreed, though he didn't understand what it could be about. When they met, Vicky looked embarrassed and nervous. Alex, Lisa, she began, I need to tell you something. It's about those jokes that Max and I made. I can't hide it anymore. Alex and Lisa exchanged glances, expecting the worst. We started joking because Vicky paused for a moment because I was jealous. Jealous of your relationship. Max and I often argued, and I saw how happy you two were. I just wanted to shake that happiness so I wouldn't feel so lonely. It was terrible of me, and I'm sorry. Alex looked at Lisa, and they realized that this confession wouldn't change anything in their relationship. They had gone through this together and had become stronger. Vicky also repented and asked for forgiveness, understanding that her actions had been unjust. Alex and Lisa decided to forgive Vicky and Max, understanding that holding on to grudges would only destroy them. They realized that people could make mistakes, especially when it comes to personal feelings and emotions. Together, they chose to leave the past behind and move on. Now looking back, Alex understood that their marriage had become even stronger thanks to the trials they had endured. He no longer doubted Lisa and believed that they could overcome any difficulties life might throw their way. Years passed. Alex and Lisa continued to live together, building their life on trust, love, and understanding. They learned to forgive, let go of grudges, and move forward. Alex often thought about how easy it would have been to destroy their relationship if he had given in to his fears and doubts. But they chose a different path, the path of forgiveness and love. Now they were confident that their marriage would last a long time and that no jokes or hints could destroy what they had built together.